Launching.
Delete.
So with that hat behind you, it looks like you have like one hat with a set of Mickey ears. Like you just need another one.
Yep.
There you go. Like coked out Mickey. So one ear's missing. George Tell frozen things.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. Joined as always by my wonderful friends, Chris, playing Valravn the Eladrin Bard. Heather playing Frey the Halfling Barbarian.
Hello.
Michelle playing Celeste the Half-Orc Monk. Is
frozen
on my screen. Oh no. Stunned. Failed the saving throw. Raymond hopefully joining us soon, playing Edmund the Human Artificer, and Reese playing Thimbleweed the Gnome Ranger.
Hello.
So you should pretend to be stunned right there. I am also stunned. Switch our webcams around. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel. Read weekly session recaps at Roll20 Watch my behind the scenes, no players allowed live series Crafting Icewind Dale every Thursday. Head on over to our live post session discussion Frostmaiden chat after our show night. Follow me on Twitter at RogueWatson. Join our official Discord server with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shout out to new patron this week, Roger. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. And for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod. Amazing original character art by Jimmy McClure. There we go. There's one to switch to, I think. Previously on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost. Nope, coming back.
There we go. Hold on. Switch it and then switch it back.
I know, I was wondering.
Then.
Switching scenes. Gotta hire a producer.
Look what it is.
Let's see. Nope, that's not the right one. This one. Nope, shit. Don't play the movie again. There we go. Alright, we're back. I knew I was going to do that at some point, because it automatically plays that movie if I don't turn it off. Previously on Icewind Dale.
Cooking with gas, everybody. Cooking with gas.
Right.
On Rime of the Frostmaiden. Frey kicked off the battle with the giant rodents by leaping down in the middle of them and swinging with her axe. The rats surged forward with their terrible teeth. The rest of the party wasn't far behind. Magic stones, arrows, vicious mockeries, and Celeste's trusty mop tore into the rats. A swarm of smaller but more numerous rats poured out of holes in the caves, however, nearly taking down the half-orc monk, who only remained standing thanks to her relentless endurance. She fled deeper into a tunnel to avoid another hit, only to run into another kobold trap. Rocks fell and crushed her body, leaving her unconscious until Valravn could heal her, exposing himself to danger in the process. The last of the rats finally ran off as Frey stomped after them. The entire party had taken a beating. After a short rest, they investigated the body the rats were so intent on. It was a kobold, and its grievous injuries suggested a rat, even a giant one, was not the killer. Through another tunnel, the mine opened up into a vertical shaft that plummeted into darkness. Edmund located a sabotaged section of wooden walkway, warning the others of yet another trap. Further in, they found a bucket lift, and Valravn volunteered to go first to attempt diplomacy with the kobolds. Celeste soon followed.
Volunteered.
Yeah.
I was pressured by the little woman.
Very firmly.
He was voluntold.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the second level, the pair were greeted by a foreboding blood trail, which led to a heavily injured kobold named Smol. They calmed her and healed her and learned that some kind of monster was loose in the mine and hunting them. She agreed to take them to her leader Trex, while the others made their way down to the bucket and toward the other end of the blood trail, finding no sign of the monster. Winding down to the third level, the party were greeted once again by the never-ending chasm. Small introduced her saviors to Trex, a strangely well-spoken kobold with makeshift wings on his back. He and Celeste were experiencing similar headaches. He responded by trying to psychically attack the newcomers, failed to produce any results. Inexplicably, Celeste climbed into a lateral bucket rope and began going across the chasm, Frey hopping in after her. On the other side, she felt drawn to a strange fossilized skull in the wall, something glowing inside.
Pretty sure I'm the one who ferried her across on her shoulders.
She's got like a, broken arm, busted arm or something?
Yeah. And a concussion. Who's got the concussion?
I don't think anybody's getting
Not in this
concussion.
campaign yet, but
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the chat thing. It says lingering injury, concussion, head trauma.
I knew that was our DM finally putting lingering injuries into
I think you're
into
correct.
his macros.
yeah, because I didn't have that last time. I was like, God damn it.
No, he didn't.
Let me make sure I have a table to roll on there. Fix it in post.
Right.
So that is where, so you guys are in the lower right corner of the map now. Having gone deep into this mine, and you guys were kind of in the middle, or I guess maybe at the beginnings of this conversation. And then it looked like the winged kobold might have sort of attacked you. You're not quite sure what had happened, although we're not in initiative. I'll say that much.
And he didn't seem aggressive after the fact, right?
No, he seemed more kind of almost worried or fearful.
Yeah.
Almost like it was like an instinctive reaction or something. And then you saw the half-orc monk just climb into the bucket very purposely, along with Frey, go across the chasm, across the darkness, which I think you can still see, because it's not... Yeah, so you can still see across. It's not that wide.
See, interestingly, I think the dark vision started working last week, where everything looks kind of gray and washed out, which I think is how dark vision is supposed to work.
Yeah. Is it not doing that for you before?
Nope. Well, no, it wasn't. Everything just looked normal.
No. Yeah.
Like last week, maybe last week was the first time we've been in a dungeon where I didn't have any light, and I was using my dark vision.
Yeah. Occasionally you guys do turn on a torch or something, and then you'll just see whatever that is.
She'll be back. She's setting up another area of the house, so it won't happen again.
As if it's a critical moment for her character. Stall.
Pivot.
Valravn will look at Celeste and Frey just taking off in a bucket across a chasm, and turn back to the kobolds with the wings. Guess I don't believe did he introduce himself last time? I don't remember if he did.
Man, I hope so.
I can't remember if we made it that far. Your character is usually pretty quick about doing that, though.
Well, yeah, I know yeah. Valravn already introduced himself, absolutely, but I'm not sure if I think he said his Trex,
yeah.
Trex, okay. Tricks are for kids.
This kobold's all adults.
That's right. I don't know if he introduced himself.
I don't think we got that far.
Okay. My good sir, first, may I ask who you are exactly? We've met your little friend Small there. And secondly, may I ask what exactly is happening right now? I am quite confused myself.
Pull that picture for you. He seems rather taken aback and worried by everything that just happened. He says, sorry. Pain it's unbearable. He's like,
what type of pain exactly? Something in your head, yes?
Yes.
Are you aware of the source of this pain? It seems to have affected my friend over there and caused her to act in a rather unusual manner.
That was... Yes. I think she's headed over there. It's coming. Or I'm in this cave. It drew us here.
Oh dear. It drew you here, now it's drawing my friend farther in, then.
He nods.
Well, unless you'd like to talk about something else, I'm all out of stalling time.
The other small kind of nods, seeing him kind of in this state. Their kobolds are looking more worried. And Small speaks up and says,
Trax, real smart. Go, was missing for days. Thought dead. Then come back to us. We find him out in the snow. Much smarter now. Always good leader.
He disappeared and then reappeared just out in the snow.
he kind of nods, but also just shakes his head sadly. Says, I don't remember nothing before the others found me. We needed a new home. Things had gotten very bad for us out there with night. Every day is night. So we left and tried to find a new shelter. And the others kind of nod along with this. We got closer to this town and I felt a strange pain in my head. Yet it drew us in here. This is still a good shelter, but it's getting worse. And I felt it pulling us deeper in here. But, and he kind of looks sad, I dare not go any further. And then there's something hunting us in these caves. And he looks at Small, and Small nods.
Greg! It killed Greg!
Well, it seems that whatever this is that is causing you mental problems, we are forced to deal with ourselves as our friend has been drawn to it in some manner. Perhaps once we have dealt with this problem, we can discuss the conditions of you remaining here as a shelter.
For the first time, you see him relax a little bit. He's been very tense this whole time. And when you say that, the prospect of them being able to stay in here and also fix whatever is happening, he seems to kind of, his whole body like rocks back a little bit and his body untensing.
So we'll discuss this later. I believe my friends are perhaps running right into mortal danger at the moment, so we'll come back to it.
Indeed.
You hear a faint, we are not dead yet.
So Celeste, you and Frey have gone across the chasm, and you see before you two openings in the tunnels, and the one of them I'll just kind of repeat this description. You see a fossilized skull jutting out of the east wall of this small cave. The skull has larger than normal eye sockets, a ridge between the eyes, nothing that would pass for a nose, and 4 small holes where you would expect to see teeth. And you can see beyond into this fossilized skull, just kind of hanging off the wall almost. You can see through the holes a glittering, looks like kind of a gem or a crystal inside. And you have like an extreme migraine right now.
How big did you say that the skull was?
It is larger than your head.
Okay. Celeste is gonna just double over and in pain and say, the pain's just, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I think
Then why did you want to come over here?
it must be coming from skull or this crystal.
At that
And so I
frail
take
look
it
at
she's
it.
like, she seems drawn to this. It's also causing her a lot of pain. So she's sort of just like doubled over but can't like pull away from it.
Ray's gonna look at it and try to mentally determine whether or not she can smash it.
A nice smash.
Smash the skull.
Yes. She has a very large for her battle axe.
Okay.
And a fairly decent strength score. So she's gonna look at it and be like, the crystal causes you problems.
Yeah, I think that crystal is causing the skull problems. I think it's almost like I think it's hurting the skull. I think you should pull the crystal out. Not me, but you.
I pull it out. We'll just smash it. And she swings.
Okay. You swing your axe into the skull, and it's
I'm aiming specifically for the crystal. Not the skull, but the crystal.
the crystal is like inside the skull, basically.
Okay.
You can tell there's a crystal in there because you can look through the holes and see it. But yeah, if you're aiming,
It's like that really crappy Indiana Jones movie where all of a sudden it's the alien crystal head things.
That was
It's not
a
a
crystal
crystal
skull.
skull.
Yeah.
it's a crystal inside of a
in the-
skull.
in a
It's Indiana Jones light.
Yes.
Okay.
Completely different context. Yes,
Okay.
you swing your axe, and I mean you can aim for the crystal, but you're obviously going to connect with the skull first. You hit the skull, and the skull basically just explodes, just kind of shatters. Without any strength check or anything. It's not as nearly as like stony as you would expect. It feels more brittle and bone-like. But you're able to pretty much destroy that skull, you'd see what kind of tumbles down into the ground amidst the ruins is a small purple crystal about the size of a you could fit in like the palm of your hand.
Okay. So I'll pick it up and like try to cover it and see if that does anything. She's not very smart, but she can try to like put 1 + 1 = 3 here.
Okay. You do that, and you don't actually feel any effects or anything from it. Celeste, you feel an intense longing for that object.
For the crystal?
Yes, the pain, you still feel that pain, and you feel like it's this crystal is like a panacea for it.
And Bray's holding the crystal now, or it's on the ground?
I've got it in between. I've got it in between my hands. Like she's trying to figure out if she covers it, if it makes your headache stop. Since you could kind of see the crystal and the other thing, so if she covers it, maybe your headache will stop.
Okay.
Since it didn't smash.
I tackle Frey. Try to get the crystal from her.
Right near the edge of this chasm to make things nice and dramatic.
Wrestling on the edge.
Can I see what's happening?
I think you have dark vision, so yeah, I think you can see across the chasm pretty effectively.
Hooray! Finish her!
You too. Which one?
Which one are you talking to, dear boy?
Whichever one is going to win.
The winner!
Do we want to do an athletics check? What do we think, Frey? How you just see Celeste just come at you all of a sudden?
I mean, she would kind of like roll into it and then do one of those like kicking motions if she sees someone trying to tackle her, because she's really used to people like picking on her because she's small. So she would just kind of like meld with it and then just one of those kicking motions to like continue the circle and hope she didn't accidentally just kick her over the edge of the cliff.
So essentially, this is like a grappling maneuver. So, Celeste, if you want to give me a athletics check, contested by phrase, athletics, or acrobatics, depending on how you want to flavor it.
Trying to grapple me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Celeste just fucking falls over trying to gab at you.
She just trips, falls on her face.
Right down the chasm, and she's gone.
So I also get advantage on this roll, by the way.
Well,
nimbleness.
I have a feel. Oh, yeah. It is hard to tackle Frey.
Maybe Celeste trips
Yeah, I think
literally
kinda-
over Frey. Like just.
She's very.
She misjudged the height because of the headache.
Yeah.
She's like, Frey's like 6 foot. It's fine. I'll just go right for the gut, and she just goes sailing right over her head.
Right, just right over the top.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, too. You come, like, skidding, like, just right at the edge of this chasm.
Yeah, Celeste is just sort of swinging at the air, like, I must have it, but landing flat on her face.
What's interesting, Valravn, is that you can bear witness to two things happening. One, you can see with your dark vision the Frey and Celeste fight right now. And two, you see whenever Celeste experiences a similar like pain or headache or something, he seems to experience the exact same thing. And he almost like winces along with the same like beat that you see Celeste wincing at.
All right, Valravn will call across the chasm as he sees this. Frey, my dear, it appears that stone you are holding might be having adverse effects on a fair number of people at the moment.
You're only just now figuring this out.
Well, yes.
I feel like she's like having to like duck and weave like
Right.
Celeste this whole time.
Yeah. It's just like wrestling a pig or something. Just going.
Can I try to like grapple Celeste? Like if one of the times like she just kind of like swings at the air, can I just like try to like jump on her back and make her go down and just like stay?
Somebody in the chat said she's got a floppy broken arm. Too.
She does have a broken arm. Oh, shit. Yeah, does that have? I forgot what that does. Does that do disadvantage or
I don't
anything?
remember.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and one of the times like that split second where her back is turned, Frey is gonna pounce.
It does say disadvantage to some strength, so you're right. You probably should have had disadvantage on that, but you rolled a 1 anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so Frey's gonna pounce and put her on the ground.
Yeah, so do another athletics check against each other, and yeah, Celeste, you actually have disadvantage on this due to your arm injury.
Perfect.
As you guys continue to wrestle. Yeah, it's pretty close, but Frey is able to basically climb onto your back and like do like some kind of cool wrestling move where it's just like got your arm kind of.
It's like that
up in a
4-leaf
lock.
clover thing. So like her leg is around your neck and your arm is out, type thing, and she's like pulled you down.
Mm-hmm.
And the stone is close though, like.
And you see Celeste is visibly in pain. Like, not just from the the scuffle you guys are having, but like, yeah, like her appears to be in some distress, obviously.
And like when she's like, if you calm down, we will figure this out.
Okay, I am calming down.
I mean it. If you do not calm down, I will throw you over the cliff.
I learned these highly educated deep breathing exercises at the monastery, you see.
Uh-huh.
All right. I am calm, but you must give me that crystal.
Once I figure out if you're actually calm. Until then, I will hold on to it. But you can stay close.
Celeste is going to sit down in a lotus pose and start trying to meditate to show how calm she is.
All right. It's painful for you, but you think you could try it, Raymond? I swear to God, turn that camera on or off. You're driving me crazy. I'm not switching our scenes around that much.
Do it. Keep it.
Oh my God.
Why it's not I'm trying. It's not connecting.
Yeah,
y'all are killing me tonight
it.
on this.
With the loading thing.
I'll try something.
I need to drink more coffee.
I know.
I want to turn it on.
So if Frey sees Celeste like visibly like detensing, if that's a word here, like calming down, she'll, in her one good hand that she's using for her lotus pose since her other arm is floppy, she'll set it there and just watch and see what happens. But if Celeste goes crazy again, she's gonna basically tackle her and take it away again. Like she's like,
Okay.
So Celeste will just just drop into her palm of her good hand.
Celeste, when you feel that crystal in your physically touching it, the pain goes away. It's just like a sigh of relief in your mind. Feel just a kind of attunement suddenly. Not attunement, something happens in D&D, but you feel a synchronicity with this crystal that kind of allows your mind to cool and calm. It's like taking a big, nice, refreshing drink of water after being out in the heat or something. It's very refreshing having this crystal. And you do look at it and feel like it would be, obviously has some magical properties with it. But it would require...
When you do look up, you will find Frey in your face just trying to determine if you're still crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's literally got like the big eyeballs, the crazy, little crazy lady look on her face, like trying to figure out if she needs to throw you off the cliff. And then she'll like tap your foot. Are you okay?
I feel so much better. See, don't you feel better now that I'm holding this crystal? Don't you feel so much more at ease now?
I'm glad I don't have to kill you.
Can I roll, like, would it be like an investigation or an arcana check?
You could roll arcana, so you know this is a magic item, and you would have to be able to attune to it to fully discover what its properties are, or if somebody had the identify spell. But you know just by looking at it is obviously magical, and but go ahead and give me an arcana check. It magic somehow. It make brain feel good.
Okay.
So
attunement takes a short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know just by her holding it, your pain has gone away, and you see, well, Robin, you can see that Trex immediately, like, his same thing, like it actually clears him up as well.
Oh, all right. That's not what he expected to happen. Yeah, I don't know what he expected. I think he expected like it to hurt Trex more somehow. But all right.
Frey will yell back across the chasm. Celeste is weird.
Whatever weirdness she has done, my dear, it seems to have calmed the nerves of all those who were being hurt previously.
Does that mean she has been defeated?
Yes.
Excellent.
You have your winner.
You have emerged victorious.
You may declare a winner.
We shall never have to see her again.
At that, she's gonna put Celeste back in the bucket and just.
Oh, she's still alive.
Okay.
Hello.
Look, I have this really awesome crystal, and I can't wait to find out what it does, but I'm also a little bit afraid of what it does, but I can't let it go, and I just don't know what to do.
Yes, fascinating, I suppose. Hey, you keep that crystal. Good for you.
It's a very nice looking crystal too. It's kind of the same color as your hair, and it's kind of glowing from within. Frey, do you already have a point of inspiration?
Yes.
Mine.
Sucker.
Can I bank?
That's what happens when you don't use your inspiration immediately.
Immediately.
I mean, if I hadn't made that tackling save, I was going to use it to
There you
roll
go.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, you see Trex is much more calmer now. He says, "There, you did it. The pain and the longing, it's gone. Oh, thank you. Whatever you did." He kind of looks worriedly over at the chasm.
I smashed the skull.
He looks slightly worried at that.
Robin is like writing this as this is happening. He's writing it down, writing down everything. He's like, I do not like not understanding what just happened. I will have to
You
make something
and me
up later.
both.
Just accept it and move on.
No, my boy. Perhaps the skull was undead somehow and projecting some sort of I don't know.
Oh, Robin is the
Some
fox.
mysteries.
He's the
We'll
Fox.
work on
He's the Fox
the
News of
workshop
Forgotten
is-
Realms, just spinning bullshit. Maybe
I
the
don't know
skull.
what happened, so I'll make up my own story.
One where I feel safe.
The
Can't you just
crystal was
see?
racist.
Yeah, this will incite the masses against undead once and for all.
Can't you just leave some mysteries as mysteries and not explain every little thing away?
Perhaps as part of a multi-chapter story. That would work.
Would it be so bad to have a big blank spot in your book?
Yes.
I would enjoy that better, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. Do audiences truly enjoy large blank spaces in the middle of their stories?
Yeah, it's very avant-garde or something.
Ooh, I am always at the cutting edge of storytelling.
Excuse me for butting in, but I thank you for solving the
I've
problem.
forgotten about everything else.
There is the monster hunting us in the vines. Still very worried about that.
But the monster doesn't have the crystal anymore, does he? And the monster's skull has been smashed. That was the monster, right?
Oh,
It was something.
I hope so, but don't. We were more when we came in. We are only half as many now.
I don't quite know if a skull could have done what we saw done to that poor, what was his name there, Greg?
Yes, Greg. Oh, Greg.
He was, he lowers his voice to Thimbleweed. He was massacred, if you remember, in a pretty gruesome fashion.
Yes, I do remember his massacre. It was very gruesome indeed.
Oh no!
Oh, I mean, sorry for your loss.
Could you help us?
I think we could help you, yes.
We shall help you. Help you to your deaths. I mean, our deaths. I mean, to the death?
Monsters'
I don't
deaths.
remember. Okay. You will live. We will live.
Monster will die.
Possibly.
Did you write this down in your book?
Every word.
Especially the part where we live.
It's not a fortune-telling book.
He looks crestfallen.
Let's see if they can point us in the direction of this kobold's murdering monster.
He turns to Small and says, "You're the one that I think ought to look at it, right?" She kind of shakes her head nervously.
No. Didn't see. running, but felt the stingy whips on back.
And she explains how, and you saw the blood trail earlier, that she had come from that cave up in the level above, which half of you already explored that cave and didn't see anything. I think the only thing we know is it hasn't come at us when we are together, but we are fewer in number, separated. Then we start disappearing.
Ah, very interesting. So we need bait then.
I will volunteer.
He starts nodding and then starts like frowning.
Looking around. No.
Please.
I will volunteer.
You are a good choice. We could do you up like a kobold. You would
Stay away from me.
He sadly puts away his makeup kit.
Yeah, he was like gonna make a kobold mask.
Oh, that's all right then. Let me just back all this back up.
Red paint. It was gonna be a whole thing.
Maybe by the end of the campaign, she'll let you do
Where'd
that.
you get all those kobold pieces from? You ghoul.
Oh, jaw.
That's crack. Oh god.
It was gruesome.
But oh, so handy.
I like
Or
that
just
plan,
three
though.
body parts laying all over the place.
That's right. Just attach them to Frey at various points.
Good lord.
We have all the body parts. Why don't we just make a fake kobold?
Operate it like a puppet. Like a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Oh god.
I'm a live kobold.
We can go back and get Greg and like
Yeah.
put him up with sticks. Have him lean against the wall.
I don't know though. Frey being like the one that goes out and gets picked up by whatever monster is out there seems pretty appropriate too. I mean, it seems like she'll be able to handle herself. It's like-
You're not. Yes, that's she can take care of herself.
I mean, she can wrestle a full half orc.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, he just Trek seems to mentions that he doesn't like have any specific spot, only that it hasn't come at them when they're together, kind of down here, which is their where they're currently residing. But anytime they like split up in the upper caves, like just like kobolds wouldn't come back. He was not quite sure like where they were taken or attacked or whatever. Other than Small, who specifically can identify that one area that the blood trail came from, which was where the bucket lift was, just going north in the cave was the one spot that she ran away from it.
I would just say head towards where we found Greg's massacred body, and maybe the monster will find you there.
Yeah. We're supposed to try to stay a safe distance away and ready to act whenever it is comes at you.
Okay.
This is like the setup for a terrible plan in a horror movie where she just disappears. We never see her again.
Turns out she was actually the bad guy, and yeah.
That's right.
So y'all want to go back up these winding tunnel, and then take the bucket lift back up to the top level, and then go back across the cat, like all just back. Okay.
Yeah, back to where I mean, I guess the safest place. I mean, back towards where we found the body of Greg is also where Small said she was attacked, right?
Yes.
It's the same kind of So if we just go back there and have one person go out and do the Babe in the Woods routine.
Do you want to do it there? Or do you want to do it? Or do you want to go up to the first level? Or do you want to?
Everybody was on the first level.
Yeah,
Small was in the second.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I can put you on one of the maps if you need to reacclimate, like what those look like or anything, or...
I mean, different places, the same plan. So I don't know which one we think is going to work better.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. You guys can formulate this plan however you want.
I would say we could send y'all all to the first, and I'd be on the second, but it'd take you too damn long to get down there if I start dying.
That's true. Yeah.
Example, excuse me. But you guys here, you guys just, as I choke on my words.
Because you ate Mexican food earlier.
You went up the winding tunnels back up to the spot you're in right now is where you found Smol.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the blood trail that leads towards the bucket lift and then towards the other cave.
So this was the last area that we knew that this thing was at.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, I think we stay on this level.
It attacked Smol at the beginning of whatever this blood trail is.
Oh, where we found the chasm and decided to push you into it.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
So honestly, this probably has a pretty good like place where we can stay near the bucket lift, and you can go ahead. And if danger presents itself, we can rush ahead and join in.
All right. Light me a torch. Oh, geez, there's two paths here. Okay.
I think the trail's right here.
The north path is where you just came from. I just kind of montaged you through the tunnel. So that's kind of the winding trail that you took.
Well, the blood trail takes us back to the area we came in on from the level 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll just go that way first then. Oh, look, there's two paths here. Okay.
So I think you still have a torch on.
I do.
Okay.
You have my magic stone.
Yeah.
You threw the stone down the chasm.
No, he gave me a second one.
Oh, you get it back? Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one for light source. She has one, and then there's another one that I made that's in the bottom of the chasm right now.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it's
one.
at the bottom or if it's still falling.
Right.
All right, so I'll go this way first.
Yeah. So the spot you're in now is you can look up and see. Obviously, the lift is
the other bucket
down. Yeah, and then you can see up the way to go to level 1.
So she'll just walk in here, find a good spot. I love how chat is now just starting to put like finger crossed symbols all up in there. Like, are you sure you want to do this?
We'll like stay back here, I guess, by the bucket lift. I'm not sure what the actual geography is here.
Yes, this right here, this kind of 2x2 room opened up in the tunnel is where the bucket lift is. So that's where it's currently down right now because you all went down, and then up you can see the kind of hole above.
Maybe we hang out here, just hide behind the walls or the corners and wait for Frey to get attacked.
Sounds good.
When I find a good spot, like with my back to this like rock thing, so I know it can't attack me from behind, I'll kind of take my hands and cover the stone a bit to make it a little bit darker in there, and just wait and listen. And just see if anything comes out.
Give me a perception check, please.
That's not a good thing for me to give you. Except for this one time.
Okay. You listen in, and hear the rushing water of this waterfall. That's
she's kind of pulling a Celeste because she saw Celeste go like this, so she just kind of she's not going to do this, but
yeah,
she's got the stone closed, but she's got her eyes closed so that way she can focus and listen.
Okay.
She doesn't know what Celeste was actually doing, but she's like, well, it helped her.
You hear the occasional rat squeak in the distance. You hear a sound that gives you a start, and then you realize it was maybe one of your compatriots kind of down the way, just walking along or doing something. With a 15,
shut up.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You think you can hear a lot, and you would think you would get the jump on most things. Most things,
except for this thing. Yeah. That's okay.
There's silence for a moment. You kind of look around, and you're very attentively aware, and you are searching. You can see all around, and then from above you, barbed tendrils lash out from the darkness.
You'll just hear, oh shit!
And this is a surprise round with advantage. And yes, I did better than a 15. 22.
That'll hit me.
Frey, you take 11 piercing damage, and I'm going to need a DC 11 con saving throw. As this creature, as you kind of look up for a moment, I'm trying to wait till you to see if you are paralyzed or not. How much you can react to this.
Okay. DC 11 con saving throw.
At advantage. That's what you needed.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Nice.
That could have been really bad if she had failed. Like, because we would have not hurt her.
Yes.
She would not been able to call out.
Yeah. So, Frey, what happens is this thing comes in, it still does the damage, wraps its tendrils around you, and you are grappled and restrained. However, you are not poisoned and paralyzed because you were able to shake off the worst stinging sensations from this thing. But you look up and you see what looks like a floating brain. It's got no eyes, nothing else except these like jellyfish tentacles coming down, like they're barbed and obviously now wrapped around you. And it has just a giant beak, like a bird's beak on the end of it, just currently just with its mouth open hungrily.
You just see the prey like, what in the gun?
Looks something like this.
Why would you want a brain that big?
That's right. That is odd looking.
20 windows failing me. What? Sorry, I can't. All right, let's just reopen that. So you are grappled and restrained. It will attempt to pull you. Well, it doesn't attempt. It has you grappled, so you can't do anything about it. It kind of pulls you towards it, and because you are restrained, I believe it has advantage now.
It does.
Yes, and then it
Why
will,
does it get to attack me again?
because it gets to attack you with its tentacles and its beak. So now it'll attempt to chomp on you.
That'll hit me.
17 for 5 damage.
Okay.
So Frey, I can let you, I don't know what the signal was, if you want to call out or something, because you were not paralyzed, so you do have your faculties. But it starts flying away with you towards the chasm.
I figured, oh shit, was it good enough?
Yeah, that's probably
Call out.
She yells that out. But the rest of us will react.
Yeah. Okay. As you call out, let's put everybody in initiative order.
I could not roll tonight.
Yeah. 2 ones in a row.
Oh boy.
Just tap out for tonight. Come back fresh next time.
This is also an artist rendition of what has happened to Frey.
Oh boy. Great. I'm just realizing I probably should have given you inspiration before you went out there to be bait.
It's a great plan.
Good idea.
Good luck, Frey. Once again, the DM rolls pretty well on initiative. However, Frey, you actually get to react. So again, the surprise
Frey
round.
rolled better.
Yeah. Had that grill. So you are currently grappled and restrained in its tentacles. It moved you 5 feet closer to its beak, and you are in the air.
How high in the air?
It is about 10 feet in the air with you, right near its beak, basically. So you have the restrained condition. The escape DC is 15 if you want to try to escape, or I think you can still attack if you're restrained. You just have disadvantage.
So is attempting to escape my action?
It sure is.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, I gotta get it. I gotta get out from this thing. So I will work to ungrapple myself.
Okay. I believe it is a strength check, and you need a 15 or greater.
With advantage. Go me.
What do you get advantage for?
I am nimble as shit.
Even with
squat nimbleness.
You know, I don't think restrained. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says a disadvantage on dex saves, but nothing about.
It says I'm grappled.
Rex, yeah.
Yeah, so I gain proficiency in acrobatics or athletic skills. I have advantage on any strength or dexterity checks to make an escape from being grappled.
All right.
Here, I will. That way. See? Nanner.
All right. Give me a strength check with advantage.
Okay. Come on, advantage.
Oh, yeah. The chat's also saying you could rage if you wanted to as a bonus.
Oh, I can. Oh, thank you, chat. Yes, let's do that first.
But I think, don't you have to attack to keep your rage? And if you're escaping, then I don't think you're attacking.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
So what's more?
Ends early if I'm knocked unconscious or if my turn ends and I haven't attacked a hostile creature.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my last. Well, I mean, I could take a bonus action attack, right?
But your
Like
your rage
isn't the raging
the rage
bonus
is a
action?
the rage is a bonus action, I think.
Well, yeah.
The action economy curses.
Damn it. Well, we need to get to higher level, so I have 2 attacks.
Yep.
Right.
I think they'll be
That's all
fighting
right.
4 grells.
I'm gonna ungrapple and
Okay.
then rage. Oh shit! I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh yeah.
So this would just be a normal.
Yeah, normal strength.
God damn it!
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Frey is squirreling around in these. You are just like somersaulting in these tentacles, but there's just tentacles everywhere. It's a veritable kelp forest.
What she's really trying to do is like work her way up closer to like the underside of it.
Yeah.
So that was really her ultimate goal, was to get to the underside of it.
Do you say anything or...
She will yell out, "This was a stupid plan!"
I have some regrets. Edmund may respond after that.
He shouts out, but it worked. And so,
Yeah.
jumps over Celeste.
Monster is here.
15, 20, 25, 30.
So Edmund, what you see is this floating brain with a beak on the end, tentacles coming out, and all of its tentacles are wrapped around Frey, who's just spinning madly trying to escape from this situation. It is hovering just over the chasm now, and about 10 feet off what the ground would be if it was still above ground. I can't put Frey and the Grell in the same space, but that's sort of similar to what's happening here, because I can't do one below the other.
They're above the chasm?
Mm-hmm. Just barely.
That might change my plan a little bit. Is there any way to grab a tentacle and hold on, or like, are there any like loose dingling?
Not within reach of here. They'd all be with Frey. I mean, you could try to grapple the Grell, but it would require you to be a lot closer to it.
Well, I'll just do what I was gonna do because I can't do anything else. Hands come together and some electricity comes out, and I forget how to get in contact, but I don't have a good way. So he touches the
Ionize
wall.
the air itself.
Right. Yeah, he like touches the wall and makes it travel along and shoots out towards the Grell. But anyway, he changes the I don't know if this thing has hairs or not, or a shell of some sort. What does the outside of a Grell look like? Is it,
The giant brain.
Brain flesh. Yeah.
Brain flesh, yeah.
the brain, the tentacles, everything lights up.
Okay.
Just with this like iridescent glow. Kind of changes the properties of its outer layer.
It does get a dex save though, right? To try to avoid this. It fails a dex saving throw. What's your spell save?
True. Why didn't it pop up? It's 13.
It's a 0. It's like it just didn't. The formula didn't work correctly for some reason.
Well, let's try it. Nope. Let's try that. There it is.
There you go. Oof.
Yeah, you were able to kind of change the glowing nature around it. However, it seems to somehow spin slightly out of the way, and the effect seems to dissipate.
Sorry, Frey.
Get me out of this thing.
Oh boy, the Grell's turn. Well, it can't use its tentacles on anybody else. It's still at advantage. So what it's going to do is it is going to fly. And you see it fly up. Edmund, you're the only one that sees this. And
I see it.
Well, yeah, that's true. Frey, you see this as well. Going up. But it uses its, and you just see it's flying. You're not sure what locomotion it is, but it just flies up into the vertical shaft. And at the same time, it will, let's see, it can't use attack against other targets. It's going to use it on Frey with advantage since you are grappled and restrained. Ooh, a 14?
That ties.
I believe the attacker gets the tie then. You have 14 armor class?
Yes.
Oh boy. That's going to be 9 piercing damage. And I need another con saving throw. Alright, once again, you don't feel the paralyzing effects. However, the tentacles continue to just squeeze the life out of you. And then you see that horrible beak come through, ready to snap at you. Holy Toledo cakes! So long, bait!
Oh no! This was a bad plan.
Try to break out if you can.
It doesn't matter.
Oh no!
Try to shit under your limbs so you can escape.
Chop off your arm. Take it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
down.
Frey goes down, body goes limp, and you see this creature again flying up into the vertical shaft.
The last thing I see as the beak plunges into Frey and she goes limp. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the last thing.
Edmund's pretty much the only one that sees that. Yep. I will keep you guys in initiative order right now because Frey's gonna have to roll death saves, but that's what I convey that information to Edmund.
Well, how far did he go? How far did this thing go? I mean, some of us can see farther in dark vision.
Well, we're still in initiative order, and Edmund does not have dark vision. But as I mentioned, Edmund, you saw it just disappear, but you saw it going up.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Thimbleweed's running up on his turn, and so
sorry, Thimbleweed, it is your turn now.
You would assume.
Right? If he's running, I'll tell him. But
What in tarnation?
it was a giant brain of a creature, and the last thing I saw was it took Frey out and went straight up the shaft.
Giant brain creature took Frey up a shaft.
It was quite a sight, and I've never seen anything like it. But it had Frey grappled in its tentacles.
It's tentacle-like tentacles.
What would a giant brain creature want with Frey?
Probably food would be my guess.
Oh, okay.
As any other creature.
Then I have to bring
Motivation.
then.
Nope, it had a beak. It had a giant beak.
It's getting convoluted. It was a giant brain, but had a beak.
Uh,
And
can
tentacles.
I see it from here?
Sorry, he points you to the left a little bit, where the chasm is. I couldn't reach them, but they went up chasm this way.
Yeah, Thimbleweed, you see, from your position, you probably just see, like, maybe the bottom of it as, well...
See blood dripping from above.
Yeah, that's actually probably pretty good. You can see the blood dripping
Yeah.
from above.
Very, very much blood dripping from above. Yeah.
So I see the blood dripping. I don't see the actual creature.
You do not see the creature, no.
Can't go any further.
You do anything, or should we just wait until next time and this plan again?
Let's wait to see if a new fray joins us later. I would like to cast Fog Cloud, but I don't know how far away the creature is exactly, and my stubby legs won't let me go any further.
Edmund, you can convey this information, but you recall that the creature didn't seem to have eyes.
It didn't have any eyes.
Cloud it is! Alright, oops, I have this ready an attack or something. I can't go any further. I don't
That's
have any other
true.
spells.
Yeah, that's true, chat. She was holding the magic stone, and probably maybe still has that somehow wrapped up in that. So you could probably, you're not quite at a vantage point, but it probably is because it still has Frey in its tentacles. There's still that little glowing bit, so it's almost the result of the fairy fire, just, but not quite where you are positioned.
It's very like poetic. It's like the little glowing light is just going away.
There she goes.
Goodbye, Frey!
So I need to borrow your player's handbook, I guess. I'm rolling a new character soon.
We'll see.
Frey's gone forever.
Where's Entangle going?
I am now small.
I rolled that earlier by accident.
Oh, gotcha.
I was trying to look at it. It's just the ground. I was trying to see if it could affect flying stuff. I don't think it does.
Hmm.
It doesn't have eyes. It's not affected by fog cloud, and I can't see it to shoot it. So
Wait, is
Need
the
more detail.
glowing stone not at least lighting it up a little bit, or is it not lighting up enough to actually see it?
I mean, you guys are still in the
Still
cave.
only went like 5 feet around me.
You guys
It
are
was
still
very small.
Yeah, so you're in a cave. This cave you're in right now is opened up. It's got a pretty good ceiling and everything. And then from Thimbleweed's position, there's still 15 feet to get to the chasm. And then from there, you saw it just go up completely. So maybe if you were at the edge of where the chasm is, you could look up and probably see the glow and all that thing. But right now, you guys are still kind of away in the tunnel. You guys were far back quite a bit. And so from your vantage point, no, you can't really see anything. That's why you could probably see some blood dripping, but you would have to go further out to the actual edge and be able to look up. It's not just, you're not quite at the chasm part yet from this position.
Come this way, and I'll show you which way to go.
But if you recall, you know, this chasm stretched through the different levels. So, and with that,
try to cut it off.
yeah, it's Ramen, I guess.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Go left of me. Go left of me.
25. Okay.
Go
Good.
left
Thank
of
you,
me.
Edmund. Because as I came in, I didn't know what was going on, but Edmund's like pointing towards the cat.
You guys did a great job at intel on this plan too. Just, you know, as minimum as possible.
So does this chasm have those walkways on the different levels?
This one does not. and you see this is the only opening in this chasm. You can see the walkways with your dark vision. You can see the walkways below you and above you. And
no, that's what I mean. On the different levels.
Sorry, the ones above you does, and the ones below you did. Just literally the level you're on doesn't have any walkways. And from your position, you can look up and you see, from where you are, the monster and Frey with the little glowing stones about 20 feet up.
Okay.
Blood hits you in the forehead as you look up.
Yeah, it's drizzled
about
down.
20 feet
Very
up
horror
is
movie.
About 20 feet up is also the other level of walkways?
You suspect that's about 15 feet up.
Oh, a little less. All right. Valravn will walk up. And, oh, shoot. Can't do both these things. Oh, no. It's a crucial moment. We had to make decisions.
Quick save.
So did I, and I chose poorly, so do better than me.
Unfortunately, and you can blame Celeste for this, I used my last ranged healing on a fucking kobold.
Oh, that's right! Celeste is the reason I'm going to die.
And that kobold was very grateful.
Yeah, kobold was right.
And we got inspiration for that.
That's true, we did. All right, I'm not going to use any bardic inspiration this time. As I walk up to this edge, Valravn will say, he's not quite, he doesn't know that Frey's dead. Like, he's still in like a chipper mood. Like, he thinks we're in the middle of like a jaunty battle, not a deadly battle.
Yeah. Even with the blood.
Yeah. I'll show you what my friends. I don't know why he turned Spanish all of a sudden.
It's when things get real. His real accent comes out.
My friends, I will show you a trick. I literally lost the accent. But I'll show you a trick I learned in the Feywild. And he is going.
He takes off his clothes.
That's right. He is going to Fey step.
Oh.
He is going to
Takes off his clothes faster.
he disappears. His clothes just fall to the ground.
I'm naked up here.
He announces. Look at me, everyone.
That's right, you can't see me.
You see giant big eyes appear on the ground. The feet just goes up.
A greenish mist like comes from almost like it comes from his hair, like the dark green of his hair, comes out and surrounds him, and he will teleport up to the walkways a level above, so that hopefully he is closer. Oh boy, this map is okay. There we go.
Did you? Oh, you followed. Okay.
I did. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And when he is close to the Grell,
so you are. So you've teleported up. Now you're at that level right next to where Edmund found that sabotage walkway.
Mm-hmm.
You were pressing enough not to teleport yourself up to that space, but you went to the other space.
Right.
And the
I
Grell.
could see where I was going. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Grell is about 5 feet above you.
Above that.
Right over the chasm, and you can see probably from this position with your dark vision, you can see that Frey is she. Well, you didn't see that before. She was going furiously in there, and now she is just not moving at all.
Oh Lord! All right.
You don't know if I'm like playing dead to make the thing
I
think
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
So where is she? 5 feet above me. The Grell is 5 feet above me. How far below the Grell is she?
Probably slightly below it.
Okay. And Valravn's relatively tall. He's like 6'1", 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
So
You can give her a hug.
And very
yeah,
naked.
could I physically, like with my hands, reach her?
I would allow it.
With consent. You are naked.
I mean,
we established that's canonical. He's naked when he face stabs. It's Terminator rules. He doesn't let you teleport with clothes.
I have to cover my clothing later. Every time I do this,
I think that's canonical now.
The clothes just come later. The clothes just they teleport like a little bit later.
After
They take their time. They're like,
Yeah.
we'll get there. It's fine.
Like a Looney
They go the
Tunes.
long way. They call the bucket. They wait for it to come down.
Right.
You see the clothes like animate, and you could tell they're just like shaking their head. This is happening again.
Oh, we're doing this
Time.
again.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, in that case, it's not quite going to be a healing potion enema, but Valravn is going to walk up to... That's a callback.
This is
getting-
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a
Oh,
callback.
my God.
It's
Uh,
worse and worse.
That's from like 7 years ago or something.
Yes, it is. But he will take the... Thank you, chat. The healing potion that he has in his pocket, and he will
You
reach...
teleported without your clothes, I thought.
Okay, hold on. I'm fine with
All
that.
right.
Mechanically, you're not gonna...
You put a healing potion in your mouth and then faced out.
Right.
You have to be a
I'm
drug.
everything I need.
You have to be a drug mule for a second.
That's right.
He has to swallow the vial.
He has other hiding places we don't know about.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Clinch.
I got
Alright,
patches
backing
all
up to
over.
Faye.
tape to me.
And
Just
what
tape
happens
to
in the
very-
Feywild stays in the fucking
That's-
Feywild.
Oh my
That's right.
god! Somebody just put in chat because of Frey's small size, Balravin is going to be on to catch a predator later.
Kind of. She's all wrapped up in like rope-like tentacles, and he's like,
All
like,
right.
Oh my god!
oh no, Reese put up the hands.
That's enough.
We're down with the brakes on this one.
Alright. He has his items.
Okay. I will allow it.
And he will, as gingerly as possible, just reach through the tentacles as best he can and pour a healing potion into Frey's open, unconscious mouth.
I will allow this as your action. This is your action.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure, for
yeah.
sure. So that is a regular healing potion?
Just being cradled by these
That's
tentacles.
right. It's regular, so it's 1d4 plus 4, I believe. Is that right?
I think so.
That was 2d4 plus.
Oh, is that... I thought... I can look it up.
How do we not know what a healing potion is by now? Holy crap.
You don't use them that often.
No. Oh yeah, it is 2d4. It's like I need to roll one
Yeah.
more 1d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. All right, let
Yeah,
me roll.
so just roll. Yeah, just roll 2d4 plus 2.
I think we used the healing potion our last campaign at all.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
had like
I mean, you guys remember that low.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it's been a while.
3 people that could heal.
That's right. All right, 7 HP. Back to Frey.
Alright.
Ray, guess what you get to do?
I get to kill this thing?
Well, you get to roll on
He
a.
takes out a fork.
You get to make
starts to
a.
wind it up like spaghetti.
You get to make a con saving throw to see if you have a lingering injury. Your con saves have
Okay.
been pretty dynamite so far.
What'd you gotta say that for? Now it's gonna be crap.
Dynamite.
See? Look what you did.
Oh,
Now you get to roll on our
first.
new fancy massive or lingering injury table
Yep.
or macro that I made.
Alright, I'll roll it. Whatever.
You have the
That's fine.
concussion or head trauma. Disadvantage on
That's
checks
fine.
and
I
saving
mean,
throws.
let's be honest. She probably already had some form of head trauma to begin with. This is nothing new.
Yeah, you come through and you have a splitting headache, Frey, but you are now conscious.
He wakes up, sees the naked Valravn, and is instantly traumatized in the head.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what actually caused the head injury.
Caused the head injury.
Right. It's all green, dear.
Jesus.
Did not need to know this. Also, get me the hell out of here!
Yes. Well, I'll leave that up to our friends.
I'm sure they can all teleport as well into the mists.
Yes. You can all teleport here outside the Feywild, yes?
And that is now Celeste's turn. We're still in the first round of this combat, by the way.
Yeah, what's going on? Okay.
Yeah, Celeste, you feel great. You've got the stone. You're good.
Yeah, there's not much Celeste can do anyway.
They went that way. She points to the left. How many more steps do you have? They went that way.
How many more steps do you have?
I don't know, what's my movement again? Like 50.
Yours is
It's
fantastic.
crazy.
Yeah.
I have a lot of movement.
So, from the edge of the chasm, you can see nothing until you look up. Which I think you do have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You look up, and about 20 feet up, you can see. You actually can't see Valravn because he's standing on the walkway, so your vision's blocked there. But you do see the Grell, this monstrous brain thing with all the tentacles, still with tentacles wrapped around Frey. However, you see, well, maybe you see like a leaned over Valravn to pour a healing potion down, and she seems to be more conscious, although not doing so well. And they're about 20 feet above you from your position.
I'm not sure where Valravn went, but Frey got taken out before disappearing up that chasm. And if you happen to be going up there, could you take Valravn's clothes with you?
Yeah, you see a pile of clothes on the ground.
Why do my characters always have to deal with nudity? Manix's unseen servant was a nude man.
Didn't one of your
I
characters
asked
end
for
up
this.
in the the mankini at one point?
He had a bow tie on. That's what he had. Yep.
What's what's a normal jump distance? Like if you're just stationary, because are they like right above me?
Like 20 feet.
Yeah. Like what's a normal? How high can a person jump?
How high can a person jump?
Can a half orc jump?
Yeah, your strength determines how far you can jump. If you have a high jump, you can leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot, which you can. So I guess what is your strength modifier?
1.
You could jump 4 feet into the air. The other kind of jump is if you're trying to make distance rather than verticality, I think.
At some point, monks get really good at this, but not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point you can like run on walls and shit, I think, or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
That's not for a few more levels though.
At this point, then I'm just gonna
Oh,
call up.
wait, somebody mentioned Step of the Wind doubles your...
Well, yeah, that's what I was looking at, but it doubles my jump, but that's still just like, then that would
Like-
just be 8 feet.
8 feet. How tall are you? I mean, it's 15 feet above
All right.
you. Let's do the
He
check.
said 20 feet. He said 20 feet above me. Or do you mean 20 feet off the ground?
The walkways are
know.
only 15 feet above
The
you.
walkway is 15 feet, that's true.
So if you're like 7 feet tall,
You could try to jump and grab
Yeah.
onto the walkway.
I'm just gonna try, and then I'm just gonna let
Yeah,
Eric
see what
figure it out.
that's the best
I'm gonna
plan.
do a thing and you figure... Wait, what are you rolling? What's happening? Okay.
That's
Flurry
my
of blows.
That's the
You're-
furry.
You're...
I keep saying flurry of blows every time. Flurry of blows. So I
You know your
spend
head's at.
a key point for that.
No, you want Step on the Wind, not Furry.
Oh gosh, darn it. Okay.
Just start punching the
Step of
wall
the
in
Wind.
fury. Frey,
Step of
no!
the Wind. This one.
She
Step
has
of the
several
Wind.
furry costumes in her closet.
All right.
Your
Your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
With one arm.
So they're on. So
Oh, that's
they're
true. You
on
do
a-
have one broken arm, though. It's gonna make things tricky.
So they're on a walkway. So I guess are they on a walkway above me where I have to try to like jump and like clamber onto the walkway, or can I just? Because when in my head I was just trying to jump and strike with my quarterstaff.
Oh, jump and,
You
and
know,
attack the Grell?
Or is it? But I can't. Well, yeah, I can't, it's hard to know because I can't see anything.
Sure.
So I'm not sure if I have
It's
to
20
like.
feet up then.
Yeah, the Grell's actually farther up, so I would
But
probably...
there's a walkway that 15 feet above that I'm
Yes.
trying to jump and clamber onto.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do then.
Okay. With your injured arm, you're gonna have to give me a disadvantage athletics check. That is not going to be good enough. It's a noble effort, though.
You fall down the pit.
It's not bad enough where you injure yourself trying to do it, or fall into the chasm or anything. But you kind of make it and just kind of like scrape the wooden walkway and don't quite make it up there.
Okay. Is it that comedic? She stumbles and the gem tries to come out of her hand, and she's like, instead.
Then I'll just call up and say, "Go get him, Frey! You're doing a great job up there."
You're doing good, sweetie.
I almost said that. You're doing great, sweetie.
Frey also instantly enters enraged mode.
That's what does it.
Yeah. All right, top of the order, we've got Frey still wrapped up in these tentacles, but now conscious.
So can I attack or no, since I'm both grappled and...
You sure can, you just have disadvantage.
So the last time I tried to get out, I died.
Yeah.
I'm going to die again. Because if I get out, he's going to just attack me again, and then I'm going to die again.
Well, if you get out, you can move, right? You can still
the only place to go is behind you.
Well...
He does have more hit points than you right now.
Yes, Pegleg, I am. Fuck it, I'm gonna attack this damn thing.
Go for it.
I'm gonna hope that I can hit it hard enough that it drops me. So, yeah, I am going to start maniacally laughing and fill that whole cavern with just the laughs of crazy.
That's rage.
Mm-hmm.
Which
then,
also might help you survive, too, in a second.
Yeah, and then we're going to throw some of this on there, because it already has advantage on me, so it can't have any more advantage.
Hilarious how often enemies seem to have advantage on you anyway.
Yeah. So... she's just going to start swinging two-handed.
So I started swinging.
So I start swinging.
So then I started swinging.
With disadvantage, a 20 still hits. I'm not sure why it highlighted the...
it would be regular, so it'd still be the 24. Because my advantage would negate your disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either way, that certainly hits. This thing does not seem to be wearing a whole lot of armor.
So 10 damage, not great, but...
Yeah, I mean, you kind of swipe, and you manage to get a little chunk of its brain out of there, and it kind of makes a crooning sound.
Yeah. I mean, that's all she can do, but...
Okay.
I'm trying to read on things, see if there's anything else. Am I allowed to dodge while grappled?
That's an action, unless you're a monk and you can take the bonus action thing.
That's right, never mind. That's it.
Rage is probably your best thing, as that gives you the resistance.
Yeah.
Edmund.
Celeste, can you see them?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm...
How high are they?
Get out the protractors.
15 feet is the walkway, and 20 feet is the monster, and I'm not really sure how tall I am.
Alright, I'll try my best. As he starts climbing on top of Celeste.
With consent.
I would like to try
a lot of that caveat, that's this campaign.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to paste the jump rules, but I would like to climb onto her head and just attempt a vertical jump.
From her
shoulders.
This does not feel very sanitary. I know where your feet have been.
Or I'll clean them later. My feet, that is. So I can do a straight jump, half my strength modifier, or half my 3 plus strength modifier, which is a 0. So I can jump 1.5 feet, and if I'm trying to reach up, I can extend half my height, which is like 5 feet. So I believe I can get up to 9 feet from wherever Celeste's head is. I don't know.
Pretty tall, right? At least 6 feet tall.
9 feet from where Celeste
Jumping off
ends.
whatever.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
This has become a Cirque du Soleil.
I am
This
so
whole
lost right now.
thing.
All right,
So,
tell me how high you can make it.
Celeste is 6 feet tall. He can jump 9 feet above her 6 feet for a total of 15 feet.
What time will the train hit the station?
No, I feel like I'm about to panic. Like, oh god, I need more time. I look down. I'm naked. Oh no, it's all a nightmare.
That's Valravn.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So he climbed on top of Celeste, who's 6 feet tall. From there, he did a straight vertical jump, to which he was able to jump 9 feet. 9 plus 6 is 15.
I feel like that's a lot of assumptions that he is just jumping off the top of my head.
So
and
this
I'm
is
just,
this is
like,
gonna require
standing
a check.
perfectly
Yeah, this
still.
is not an easy thing to do. To climb on somebody and jump from them.
I'm just helping you with the math, because I
yeah.
know math is not your forte, dear.
It's certainly doable. Give me an athletics check. We're only gonna make it a DC 10.
No. Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Try this again.
Yeah. There you go.
better.
All right, just barely with your inspiration, you were able to get a hand up and get on that wooden walkway. And you look up, and
Got a 12 on my athletics check, and I didn't make it up there.
that's true. But he had a lot of help. He went a lot higher than you did. You need to climb on top of somebody else.
On top of Nimbleweed.
Yeah, you're gonna do the stepping stool for everybody. The first thing you see is a naked Valravn right above you.
Why am I? This is gonna mechanically cause real problems for me, you guys.
But it's amazing.
Wait, where am I?
Well, I'm trying to move you over. Unfortunately, it's a little bit crowded over here because Valravn is literally in that space. So I will let you,
Oh, yeah.
as part of your like
Push me
clambering.
back, or-
Yeah, you can either shove Valravn back or you can try to clamber behind him without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Oh, and then there's that big hole right there.
Yes, that's the hole that
Yeah.
you found earlier.
Is there a way to climb to the other side of it or no?
No,
right.
That would probably be a little too tricky without you. How much movement do you have left?
I think that was all of it to go up.
Yeah, I would say
What is it saying?
you'd need to go within 5 feet of Valravn is what I would rule.
Right, because I needed to climb Celeste and also jump up. I think
Yeah.
that was all my movement. Do I still get an action?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know all that movement, which you wanted to count it as.
Yeah,
Uh,
kind of does
as
all
a
your movement.
reaction- As a break action, can I toss Valravn his clothes?
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna dress him, but
I'm not
here,
gonna dress him.
cover yourself.
Clothes magically
Yes.
just blow onto Valravn like they know where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you, my boy.
Whoosh.
He's gonna pick up some stones from around him and imbue them with special properties to hit.
Okay.
13. Well, 13 hits. the
13
grell.
does hit this flying brain thing.
6.
Shove a stone into its fleshy bowl.
Drop our companion. He's not that tasty. That's all I got.
Okay. Seeing the damage you did, Frey, it is a free action, releases you, drops you. Now, I will let you, as a reaction, decide how you want to handle this as you begin falling into this chasm.
Like, I was pretty close to the walkway there, right?
Yes.
Can I like do some kind of like weird kickoff thing from the tentacles and try to like propel myself towards the walkway?
Yeah. You can give me a acrobatics, I think, would be appropriate.
Okay. Oh, shit.
That's probably good enough, I think, to make you. I mean, you were really close to here.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, just, even if it's just to, like, grip the edge of the walkway.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, actually, and you're gonna literally be hanging on for the moment. It dropped you over the chasm, and you managed to reach out and just kind of hang on with an arm onto the edge of the walkway. This area's getting real crowded up here. And then it will turn its attention to Valravn. And attempt to lash at you with its tentacles. Ooh.
Oh, look at that!
A terrible miss. As it drops Frey, its tentacles get all like caught up in itself trying to swing at you.
What the hell is this shit here?
And it appears...
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell is this shit?
It appears very angry and...
One's on you!
Yeah. It will attempt to beak you as it gets in close. Oh no! The karma has come back and gotten the DM 2 1s in a row. Valravn, it's so perturbed by your clothes fluttering on your body.
That's right! You've just been staring at my naked body for too long.
Despite its lack of eyes, it still senses. It sees everything.
It just knows.
It knows. So much green.
Now, Frey, remember, Valravn did heal you back to life very recently. And he has no control of these rolls.
You see the Grell, descend. So if you would like to get an attack of opportunity...
Do I get to take one?
Yeah, I'm going to give you disadvantage because you are technically holding on to the rail. Yeah, and you have to do it one-handed.
Is it, like, literally right underneath me?
At some point it would be kind of below you, yeah.
We don't usually care about, like, what you're armed with, but literally Valravn is, like, you know, pen and book, like, this entire time. You'd have to, like, literally, like, pull out a knife or...
Oh, that's true. You're not the best attack opportunity, yeah.
I don't know if he would even be able to do that in time for that thing to, like, sliding past him. If he'd be able to, like, pull out a knife and try to stab it, so I don't... Yeah.
That's true.
I know this is going to sound cliche, but I want to get on top of the brain.
Oh, boy. You did not learn your lesson at all, then.
I don't know if I can allow... You already used your reaction to, like, grab onto the thing, though.
But you said I got to...
Yeah. But it usually takes a full action to, like, ride a creature, even if you're falling on it.
I mean, that's fine. My turn comes before it. I'll fall on its head in a minute.
That's true. You could do that. But yes, it descends back down a number of feet. And those of you that are at the chasm, which I think right now is Celeste and Thimbleweed, you see it come back into view as it goes down. And Celeste, if you wanted to, you could actually reach out with an attack of opportunity. It seems it doesn't realize there are this many of you this close right now.
Huh?
That is not going to hit the Grell, however.
Cool. I don't know if I've succeeded on a single roll. Literally none of them.
Yeah. And
you have inspiration?
Oh yeah, I do have inspiration. Thank you.
Try it.
Good.
I mean, you rolled pretty good the other one.
How badly do you want to hit it?
You have to.
Right.
You have to wield
no.
it. I was gonna. You have to do it one-handed too, because you're injured arm, but you can't hit anyway.
Yeah.
You. It descends past you. It keeps going down.
How does this thing get to move on its turn?
It what?
How far does this stupid thing get to move?
Oh. More than 15 feet in the air. Because that's the difference between these levels. Next is Thimbleweed. You do note that you had, Frey and Valravn and Edmund, you guys that can see it, and those of you that even saw it go past, it did look injured.
You'll just hear Frey yell out, "Stop it!"
Do I see it at this point?
Yes. With your dark vision, you can see it has moved further away after seeing these attacks come from Celeste. And it appears to be down almost level with the level below you, which is where the kobolds were. And you see it down in that area.
Okay. What I want to do is attach a rope to an arrow and shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
All right.
Give me an attack roll. That will hit the grill.
I will also make it my favored foe.
Share with the class what that means. So I'm not familiar.
I get to do an extra 1d4 to it for a minute.
Ah. For
12 damage, and I have it harpooned.
12 damage, and you have it harpooned. What did you tie to the other end of the rope?
Celeste.
Celeste.
Well, she wasn't looking, just...
Celeste, catch this! You seem like a big rock.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, you hear that careening sound again when you shoot it and it finds its mark. And then, yeah, Celeste, you can feel it, like, on the other end. Valravn.
Oh boy.
You have Frey dangling one arm right next to you, and then you, with your dark vision, you can peer over and see it looks like it is about 25 to 30 feet down into the chasm, which would put it down on that third level.
What would it take? Would it take my action to actually help Frey up, or what would that take?
I'd like to do it as a bonus action.
Well, now you get...
Or action, unless you wanted to,
my
yeah.
options.
Yeah. But I want to use bonus action.
I mean, to be fair, it's fine.
You can choose one or the other.
I can spend half my movement to get up by myself. Or I'll just let go and land on top of the damn thing. I haven't
I guess that's true.
decided yet.
You can just use your own movement to climb up.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need help. Okay.
He has two hands.
Right. Well, I say that, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my action anyway.
Jump.
Actually, I know what I'm going to do.
Rip naked.
From above you,
It worked out last time.
Thimbleweed. From above you, Thimbleweed, you hear, good show, my boy. Your arrows strike true as ever, as they will again. And Thimbleweed is going to get...
Naked.
So...
I do not consent to this.
Thimbleweed's going to get a point of bardic inspiration. And he's going to... Valravn's going to jump across, like, just sort of hop across this chasm. Just give other people room. Say, and perhaps this might let you, or might aid you in your next virtuous strike against this monstrous beast. And from above you, Thimbleweed, a flaming bird is going to fly downward.
Oh, yeah.
as you look up, and Valravn's just got a leg. He's kind of awkwardly holding it, like he doesn't really know how to work it, but he's just holding it open, pointing it downward. Yeah, and he will try to do the 2 charge, releasing the flaming bird at the Grell. It's a DC 13. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that the little flaming bird slams into the monster. So it takes 1d10. Roll me 1d10 fire damage. There we go.
5 fire.
All right. Once again, you hear that crying, screaming sound. And it is lit up, granting advantage on any attackers who see it until the end of your next turn. So now this thing that is deep in the chasm in the darkness just kind of lights up like a beacon. And as soon as that happens, you hear the kobolds start shrieking in terror.
No.
Sorry, because it's heading down towards them. Whoops.
There's a flaming meteor headed towards them now.
Yeah, screaming, flaming, flailing. All right, Celeste.
Oh boy.
With
You can
Frey
do
just
it.
cackling on top.
That's right.
You are, I think, holding onto a rope attached to this creature.
Well, what am I supposed to do with that? So now I'm like holding on to the rope.
You tell me.
I can't like jump down there because then so I'm like holding this whole creature up, or
It still has its own locomotion, but it's technically not yet grappled by you, but you do have a rope on the other end. So if you wanted to try to, reel it in or something with a strength check, you feel like you might be able to do that, or something else.
My strength checks have been going like super well.
Reel it in with your non-floppy arm.
Yeah.
With the one arm.
Yeah, that broken arm really sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
Here, a way to get around it. Tie the rope around your waist and then just start spinning.
There you
Like
go.
reel it in that way. That way your arm is not at disadvantage because it's not being used.
Put it in your legs. Lift with your legs.
That's actually not a bad idea too.
Goodness.
Or just jump in the chasm and just try to pull the rope towards you so you can start punching it.
Jump in the chasm, just drag it down all the way as you fall. Problem solved.
Oh man. Man, being level 2 sucks. There's like nothing you can do.
If only you surmounted a powerful threat and could level up afterwards.
Okay. I'm gonna try to pull the rope up. I'm gonna just have
Jump to the chasm.
I'm not gonna jump into the chasm.
Oh, but I might.
It's Chekhov's chasm.
All
You know
right.
somebody was jumping into that fucking chasm.
So I'm gonna pull the rope around me a few times and then just start like with my, large like boulder of a body start like trying to pull away from the chasm
Okay.
with my whole body,
physically,
not my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like as Frey suggested, I'm wrapping it around me and then I'm just acting like an ox to try to pull it
Yeah.
up.
All right. Yeah. Just give me a straight up strength or strength athletics check. You're gonna make some distance, but this determines like how far you get in terms of how like far you pull it. You think you pull it about 10 feet towards you against its will. I will go ahead and put it
You have the spiky tendrils.
on your level. Yeah. Back, we'll actually put it here. Were you walking backwards, or were you just like spinning in place like a pulley system?
I was trying to walk backwards.
Okay. So yeah, you move probably about 10 feet, and then you manage to pull it to it. It's about pretty much right here on your level. 5 feet from the edge of the tunnel. It is screaming angrily.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'm just hanging out here because I can't walk back toward it to attack it because I'm serving as like the anchor now.
It's the anchor. It's a noble profession.
You might be able to tell if he's actually pulling you back. You know, it's not his turn, so maybe you just pulled him. But then you can like run back towards it.
Technically, in the turn-based world of D&D, that is how it works. Yeah, like it wouldn't be able to move until its turn, and then you would be able to, presumably, if it does try to move away, you could technically like plant your feet, and it would be another like strength thing. But you do note that if you were on the edge and it told you at all, it would not be a good situation.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I also don't really have any range attacks, right? Because it would still be like
Yeah.
out
You
of
also
melee
move
range.
towards it, and then when you're done, move away. Well, no, then you take attack opportunity.
It is still 10
No,
feet away from.
I wouldn't because I have the mobile feet, but yeah, it's not in melee range. So
That's true.
I'm just gonna hunker down and go
Okay.
go get him. I'll hold him. You go. Whoever's next in turn order.
Yeah.
Great. I'm holding him for you. Finish him off.
Celeste and Thimbleweed, you both can have inspiration for the rope job you are doing, keeping this fucking thing tied up and in view. And then we go to Frey.
Mm-hmm.
You are...
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm 15 feet up on the platform. Kind of at an angle.
Maybe a little bit
is
lower
the-
because you're still hanging on the edge, right?
Yeah. Well, at an angle is the entrance to that chasm where the brain is currently sitting, right?
Yeah, it's about 5 feet away from the edge, but it is about level with that level, which is, 15 feet below.
Okay. So, talk to me about running and jumping.
Maybe open the jump rules again.
Yes. If
So
I pull myself up, that uses half of my movement. My movement is 30 feet.
Okay.
If I run for 10 feet and then jump to go at like that arcing... Again, I know what time is the train leaving the train station here. But she wants to jump. And so she lands like on the brain to attack it. And then hopefully fall off onto the...
Wow. Okay. So the long jump
It's
is...
like she's pissed.
Yeah.
And the bad part is because she's raging, she has to attack the thing.
Do you get advantage on stuff when you're raging? On like...
Well, I
Strength?
recklessly attacked, so...
Yeah, but as part of the rage, do you get like advantage on strength stuff?
Yeah, I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
I get a bonus to the damage rolls. Resistance. Yeah, I have strength.
So... height of your jump doesn't matter, which in this case, you're not trying to gain height, you're trying to lose height.
Uh-huh.
Quickly as possible.
Yeah. What does it say about, what is your... Each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. It does say if you land in difficult terrain, you must succeed on a dex acrobatics check to land on your feet, otherwise you land prone, which I would require... So you're not trying to actually land on the... So what you're trying to do is jump down into the tunnel where Celeste was, but on the way
Yes.
you're trying to attack.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
down with the axe.
That's pretty
Yeah.
badass.
It's like the kill me with you. And yeah, you just see like Balrog is like, oh yes, you're safe, blah blah blah, and then he just sees her hurl herself
Just
right
goes
off
back
into
off
the
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would incur... You can do that. I would incur disadvantage on the attack, because obviously you're trying to attack it while jumping into a certain angle. But if
Okay.
you wanted to reckless attack or something, you could negate
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to. Yeah, no, I'm totally going to.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what do you want me to do here?
So you can go ahead and do the run and jump automatically. You can attack with, and if you're recklessly attacking, then there's just a straight attack. And then to land not prone, you would need an acrobatics check to land on your feet, DC 10.
Okay. So here's my regular attack, because my reckless attack negates your...
I was going to say that acrobatics check will also prevent you from taking damage because you are going a solid 15 feet down, and normally that would be...
Yeah. 1d6. Yeah.
Correct.
That's alright. That's fine. Alright, so here's the attack.
Yep. Nice. That will hit. Wow.
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you have an advantage because of the embers.
I would.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll roll it again and see if I get a crit.
Good crit.
No, that's fine. Alright, and then you said an acrobatics check to not land prone, right?
And not take, yeah. So DC 10, if you fail, you're going to land prone and you're going to take the falling damage.
13!
Alright. That obviously definitely earns inspiration for that maneuver. That was awesome.
Yeah, the whole time she's just like, "Kill me, will you?" And she's just like swinging down on the down swipe as she's coming towards the thing, using it like a little net to like flip around and then land on her feet.
Nimbleweed and Celeste, you see just Frey just fucking hurtling out of the darkness up ahead, slicing in, which doing a huge chunk of damage, like splattering just chunks of gray and blood all over the walls, and just lands like an awesome superhero pose, like right there on the edge. Nearly avoiding, I guess, the rope that is like taut now between that goes across this area. Thankfully, she's
Watch out for the rope.
Pretty small.
It's my only one.
Yes, definitely inspiration for that. And then we go to Edmund.
So since the brain is lit up,
it is lit up. Yes.
Can I see, like, is there a way to jump straight down? I'm not gonna pull off that fancy stunt. But is there a way to jump straight
That's
down
crazy.
onto a platform? Like, what's below? I don't know what's below me.
Since the grell is lit up, what you see is where Frey ended up. There was no walkways near there. It's just that one opening in the tunnel. And then deeper underneath the grell by another 15 feet is that level 3 walkways where you met the kobolds. So you would have to drop down 30 feet to make it onto a walkway, and then you would be below the grell instead of above it.
Okay. Man, I want to be cool about this, but also I'm not stupid either. So
that's always the dichotomy in D&D. I want to be cool, but not stupid.
I want to be cool.
I know, right?
You want to be cool, don't you?
Yeah, but there's nothing to land on, so I can't see anything to land on.
Tell me what you're trying to do, and maybe I can help you.
I just want to jump down to get lower, closer to the grell. But is there anything to jump down?
Yeah, the only way you can do it would be to fall, like I said, 30 feet down, but then you would be at the same distance from the grell. So it's 15 feet down, and the only other walkway is 30 feet down. So you'd be the same distance either way.
I just thought of something cool I could do. I could die, though, but...
That would be real cool.
Yeah.
Very metal.
Edmund was like, all right, how do I one-up this that Frey just did? I'll do something that kills me.
That's Sunny in Philadelphia quote. Suicide is badass.
You just see Edmund's body just flying through the chasm.
And how's this creature look?
Very injured. It is that attack that Frey did tore out huge chunks of its brain matter.
Okay. You know what? Maybe this isn't as stupid because I can see that the brain is harpooned and the rope is taut, so it's being held up by something. So instead of a dagger, my weapon is just I can turn my robotic arm into like a sharp dagger.
Okay.
So, but it's my dagger attack. But I want to jump down
Instead of a dagger, you have an arm dagger.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the Assassin's Creed thing, just like that fucking blade that's on the
Pretty much. And I can transform my robotic arm into it and transform it back. But
Or a T1000.
I would like to jump down, stab the brain, and also hold on to like the tentacle.
Holy shit. He is trying to one-up you. I don't think you're nearly as athletic, though.
I said it was a stupid, but
But what a blaze of glory.
I'll take whatever risk.
I agree, Farty. No one seems concerned. They're playing very fast and loose with this
At some point,
chasm.
you just get used to it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
The chasm's just a part of us. Yeah.
So anyway, tell me what to do.
Okay, well, normally you would have disadvantage on this attack, but it is lit up, so it would be just a straight attack. You can, using the jumping rules, try and jump that, but as you're trying... Huh?
Right. Am I not just jumping straight down?
It's a little bit of a distance you have to cover, but it's probably like 5 feet, so it's fairly negligible. But you're gonna have to give me some kind of check in order to grab onto this rope as you are jumping down.
Yeah. And I don't even have inspiration.
Oh boy.
So
Oh yeah, you give me a basic attack because it's the advantage and disadvantage are canceled.
Oh damn.
11 is unfortunately not quite gonna hit the Grell, so you just try and stab it as you come flying through the air, inspired by Frey, but it kind of twists at the last moment. Give me I'll say either athletics or acrobatics check to grab onto either the Grell or the rope. All right, do you want to grab onto the rope?
Oh, you mean the harpoon rope?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Want me to have you hovering over the... Yeah, you guys are playing so fast and loose with this. It's hilarious. Alright, let's put you behind the world for a moment.
Good thing Celeste bolted his poor feet down.
Alright,
She's the only
so...
one holding this whole thing together.
Those of
Go that
you
rope.
see Edmund
Some death.
flying through the air. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, Celeste is the real winner here when it comes to, you know, like polling time at the end. All these other people just
Remember your anchor, everyone. Remember your anchor.
the unsung hero of this battle, really, if you will.
Speaking of which, I will fire that poll up since you said that. Which I don't. Yeah, everybody's done crazy shit this battle, so I don't even know.
Way to planning.
I
Celeste.
have anchored,
Way to plant those feet.
literally anchored the rest of this party.
So Edmund, you come flying in. Your blade doesn't quite find the mark. However, you are able to avoid plummeting to your death and grab onto the rope, and are now hanging by this rope next to, not too far away from where Frey did a
Something cooler if I had hit it.
effective
but-
drop.
That's what Edmund says as he's hanging from the rope. This would look cooler if I did it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Damn darkness.
Oh, what the fuck do I do now?
Big brain time.
The Krell also flies in the air and flies down and attempts to attack. It pulls out a knife with its tentacles wrapped around, feeling inspired by everything. This thing is not very happy. But it will actually attempt to wrap its tentacles around Edmund. As you are the closest one, and it sees you kind of like attached. Well, it doesn't. You don't know how it's seeing anything, but it seems to sense that it's locked in with this rope mechanism. I don't know why my pole's not. Oh my gosh, Grelly, come on, man! You're embarrassing me in front of the party. No, I rolled 2 1s last time, and I just rolled a 2.
This is some bullshit. I'm gonna put that out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when it came to attacking Frey, this thing was a fucking.
It was
ace.
it was on fire. Yeah, I don't know why my pole's not appearing. Sorry. Okay, maybe it's It'll show up now. It is recording
the
all the
poll's
votes. Though.
going.
Yeah,
I
it's
see it in the chat. Yeah.
it's recording its
it's
votes.
going.
I'm just not seeing it on the thing for some reason. But I've got it on there. All right. Well, it will attempt to beak at you angrily. Edmund.
Beak, beak, beak.
Yep. All right. We got an attack.
Yep, that hits.
All right. 7 piercing as it pierces into you. It will scream some more, giving that horrible creeing sound that's just echoing off the walls. And it will attempt to fly away, and this is going to be a contested strength between it and Celeste. As you attempt to plant your feet.
Technically, Celeste should have advantage because, I mean, Edmund's hanging onto the rope. Providing
Edmund's
extra
full weight is on it.
Yeah.
That's...
I would allow that. That is a good point. That is a good point.
So it's a strength or athletics, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah, sorry, you can use athletics. Oh, sorry, I wasn't caught up on the... Yeah, on the live stream, it is showing up. Okay. That's pretty good.
Didn't even need that advantage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this thing is pretty strong, but you are able to plant your feet just like you wanted and give a slight grunt, and it just kind of... You feel like a tugging sensation, and it just kind of... It tries to escape, and now its tentacles are just flailing wildly. And it appears to be experiencing some sort of fear for the first time. Thimbleweed.
I'll attempt to shoot it with my trusty shooter.
That will hit.
You
You have advantage.
also.
You're right. You have a.
Yeah.
It's still Varom's next turn, I think.
Okay.
Thimbleweed.
And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and roll your damage. I don't want to stop you from.
I roll 10 damage.
All right. Your arrow, as it flails, really scared. You fire the arrow at it. It goes right through the brain, and it just kind of almost like shakes for a second, and then just falls. Celeste, what do you do? It falling. It feels like a weight. Edmund, what do you do? You're fucking hanging onto this rope.
I
My whole
hop,
equilibrium is gone.
It's-
I hop out of that rope so fast. I don't wanna get
Edmund's still
pulled
hanging
down.
on. Edmund's still hanging on to the rope.
Okay, so it's like wrapped around me.
Save my rope.
Hop out of that rope. I hop out of that rope because I don't want to get pulled down, but then I'm going to lay down on the ground, reach out like prone on the ground and grab onto it, but like not to the point where like if it goes over the edge, I'm letting go. But I'm gonna try.
I'd like to
Still-
pick off on the brain as it's falling.
What,
As
say it
I
again?
feel the rope give. As I feel the rope in the creature falling, I'd like to try to jump off of it.
Towards the ledge.
The ledge.
Frey will be there to try to catch him, like the one-handed grasp to help pull him up, type of a thing.
Okay. Give me Edmund. Give me a athletics check, and then with advantage because Frey is helping you.
Oh, thank God.
All right, you do a very dramatic. Yeah, you feel the rope go. Celeste is kind of giving it out, and Edmund, you kind of lurch towards it, and you feel like you're about to, the camera zooms in, and you're about to miss, and then you see little Frey's little arm come out and just kind of grasp you.
Is this like that movie slow-mo scene where you're just like
Yep.
trying to like climb the wind?
Yeah, you're almost
Type
Hans
thing.
Gruber off the fucking plaza, but then the hand comes out.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And it gets real time as the brain just falls.
Yep.
And that grill.
So we drop another pebble on it just so we can see how far down it goes.
Yeah, well, it's still lit up, and yeah, same thing. It goes down and down and down. Like, you see it go like 100 feet, and then it just starts going to where it just dims and dims and dims. and you just don't see it stop
I'm
going.
sure glad none of us jumped down into this endless pit.
You fucking idiots! You're all crazy! You're all crazy! Absolutely.
Like navigate up and down.
Oh my god! Absolutely, he's just fucking jumping down this chasm. What are you doing? Oh my god!
Oh wait,
I
this was a bottom
planted.
chasm?
And yes, Nimbleweed, you can recover your rope. Precious rope. So, presumably you meet up with the kobolds again after, and they witness this this lit creature that's dead now just falling into the shaft. So it's pretty dramatic and it's pretty evidential of what happened here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's go.
That was terrifying, but you did it. You killed the monster.
Yes. It was a group effort, certainly. Can't point to any one of us as the killer of the creature. But the creature is dispatched, and you are safe now.
Well, safe. At least till townsfolk come and try to take the mine back.
Yes, well,
Well-
that will certainly happen.
There's far fewer of us now. I don't think we could hold off.
Nor should you have to. Perhaps some equitable agreement could be reached with the townsfolk. Would you perhaps be amenable to some sort of land sharing or time sharing situation with the good folk of Tourmaline? Is that where we're at? I forget. Yes.
They'll have us. Yes, my people need a home.
Yes, well, I cannot promise you they will be kind to you, humans being as they are, but perhaps in light of, and Varram kind of get like a twinkle in his eye, he says, in light of you clearing out this desperate cave of its dangers, perhaps they might allow you to occupy some corner of it. Yes?
Oh. Yes. Perhaps. Maybe. He seems unsure of this.
And not to get too into the details, but Varrow literally, like, cause he's seen these kind of like diplomatic negotiations go on before.
Yeah.
So like he'll try to like exactly how much of the mine they need to live, because he knows that the people in the town are probably going to want the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
And try to like actually get like a demarcation built. Like, okay, you guys get from like this point onward, and the miners will get the rest of it, or something like that.
In the future, the miners want more land, and they relocate the kobold.
We won't be here for that.
Exactly.
The area the kobolds live in gets smaller and smaller.
Yep.
Yep, that's somebody
I mean,
else's problem.
you could also work it like the kobolds put all those traps in on the pathways. Like they could help booby trap the city to keep bad things out.
Yeah,
You know,
they
like
can
that one
act
crazy
as-
dude.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he's going for with like they cleared out the dangers, like that, like they can act as some sort of like security when the miners aren't here.
Yeah.
Mhm. They protect the mine in the overnight hours. Do what they want
So-
to do, then during the day they go to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, you tell the kobolds this, and they seem very actively pleased with the situation. When you go to leave the mine, and you walk along that, whatever, a 20-30 minute path, along the way, you see a crowd of what look like miner folks, except they're all armed with, rudimentary weapons. And you see the speaker is actually there with and he even there's a few like guards there, but you see the guards are more kind of on the side of the miners even a little bit, and even they're kind of nodding ahead and stuff, and he's trying to quell the situation, but you can tell they're very upset about this, and he's trying to explain how he the marshals came, the FBI is here to take care of the situation. So how do you all handle that when you emerge to see this?
Frey is still laughing at them. If she sees them with their little rudimentary weapons, she will bust out like bone shaking, laughing, and look at them and be like, "What did you intend to do?" Like, because I mean, she's almost dead.
Yeah,
like she's
like blood dripping out of her head.
Yeah.
She's got like blood coming out of her nose. There's some coming out of her ears. She's got giant cuts, and she's gonna look at all of them. What did you intend to do? Were you going to go in there? Look at me!
Give me a Constitution intimidation check. So roll your Constitution check, but you can add your intimidation skill bonus to it if you have any. If you're proficient in intimidation.
I am proficient in intimidation. Actually.
Okay, so you can roll a con check and add your +2 to your proficiency bonus. So you're basically using your bloodied nature to intimidate them.
So you don't want me to just do the intimidation. Okay, so when we roll con.
Yeah, because I think in roll 20 it's through charisma. When you do it through con. Yeah, so roll a con check, and then we could just add +2.
Okay. Normal. Does that work? Okay, so 17.
Okay. That is very effective on this crowd. They appear to blanch instantly and kind of cower away from your display. And they lose a lot of the luster that they had, and you see weapons start lowering and kind of murmuring happening amongst the crowd.
She's gonna see if she can point out, like, so obviously the speaker is an important person. Whoever the head guard dude is, that's an important person. And then, like, whoever, like, the head miner, so whoever the peasants looks like they're dressed the nicest. The head miner person.
The nicest peasants.
Yes, the nicest of peasants. She'll point to those two. You, and you. Come here. The rest of you. Go home.
They seem to obey you for the moment.
Or you will deal with me.
Yeah.
And she's like, she is literally pissed.
Yeah, a lot of them are breaking up and kind of looking at you going, oh shit, like what happened in there? Because they have no idea.
Like, she will snarl at them.
Yeah.
Like, to make them run.
Even the speaker looks kind of momentarily unsure.
She'll turn to Volrovin and be like, finish this! And then she's going to go sit under a tree. But she's going to have, like, that hard look on her face and just be like, don't, like, literally staring at the three of them, not Volrovin. Like, she's sitting behind Volrovin. So she's like that intimidation factor, like, really try to, like, F with me. This is why, like, whatever you're about to do is going to go over really well.
I'll be saying it, but don't look at me. Look like a pair.
Yeah.
You're just like, just leaning.
Yeah. He'll just basically say, like, as you can see, the situation is not as you expected it to be. There were, in fact, other dangers, and he actually can, using prestidigitation, he can project a simple image. Where is it?
Thinking that when the grell fell,
image,
you used your, instead of attack opportunity, you use your reaction to quickly draw a picture.
You're right. Yes. Well,
He's like
actually,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, with his prestidigitation in the last one, he can create an illusory image that can fit in your hand that lasts until the end of your next turn. So he will, more like in his book, as like a drawn image more than on his hand.
Yeah.
But he will project an image of the grell.
Okay.
And he'll say, as my fortuitous friend over there has demonstrated, we have been through quite a bit this day, my friends. But suffice it to say that the kobolds are not indeed your threat. The threat was something far, far worse. The kobolds, in fact, were of great help to us in exterminating this dangerous pest to your miners. And he'll show the growl and explain it as best he can.
There's some murmurings and some oohs and ahs, and some. It seems pretty effective.
Growling from Frey in the background.
That's right. These kobolds have agreed, upon your approval, of course, to remain as something of a security, in exchange for being able to simply lodge themselves within a corner of your mind. And he'll explain like literally like the definition, like the demarcation line of where the kobolds agree to stay.
Right, yeah,
and,
I'm sure everybody will sign that.
Right, exactly. There'll be signatures that have to go in, yes.
Yeah.
And so he'll just do the whole explanation, the whole agreement of like, okay, the kobolds agree to live there and guard it during the night hours or during the off times if the miners agree not to fuck with them while they're there.
Yeah, and the speaker actually backs you up on this. He seems pretty pleased with that. Obviously, he's very happy that you were able to take control of the situation, diffuse the potential mob that was about to happen, and then make it so that the kobolds are, not necessarily kicked out or anything. So he seems to be on board, and he kind of backs you up on that speech a little bit. And it seems to work with Frey's intimidation kind of scaring most of the angrier ones away.
Yeah, he's speaking, but
yes.
Look at her.
Yeah. and Master, actually, the speaker comes up and he's like, yes, maybe we can have the kobolds board up that horrible shaft. I think it must lead straight to the Underdark.
You just hear
creatures like that
from the
coming out.
background. You'll just hear, y'all better take the deal.
Yeah.
He'll actually point them to Trex too, because Trex seemed like a very intelligent,
Yeah.
generally intelligent kobold. So
Yeah.
he would be the one to negotiate with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the speaker's actually delighted that he appears to be more intelligent. Yeah, that's a pretty good wrap up to that situation, I believe. You all are given the chance to long rest here at the inn.
You better believe they gave us the chance to long rest.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Frey would have gone on a murdering rampage.
You guys already, paid by the, this is part of your job for the Marshals, but the speaker does say because you went above and beyond and actually took down this horrible monster and was able to, make it so the kobolds are hopefully satisfied and the miners are satisfied, he pays each of you an extra 10 gold pieces on completion of this mission. So you are able to get a long rest off, which I believe... Oh, you don't have your tokens here, right, to click the button.
No button.
No button. I will drag you onto this map then.
We're giants.
Giants among this town. All right, so now you can click on that. And you click on long rest, and it should be giving all your things back. Celeste, the Psi Crystal you can attune to. Or sorry, it's a Psi Crystal, by the way.
Oh, what crystal? Because I wrote Magic Skull Crystal.
That's a pretty good name for it. Yeah.
Okay, I see a Psi Crystal.
Yeah, when you attune to it, it grants you telepathy for as long as you remain attuned to it.
I'm enjoying this journey for Celeste.
The crystal also glows with a purplish inner light while you are attuned to it. The higher your intelligence, the greater the light's intensity and the greater the range of the telepathy.
Man, I'm glad I didn't keep that thing from you, because I have a -1 intelligence.
So fun fact, if anybody else tries to attune, it doesn't work out very well for them, by the way. This feels like it's very much like flavored for certain folks.
Is there a certain way I can just magically pull this into my character sheet, or do I just need to copy and paste it?
Don't
There's
know
a whole table with it that I don't know.
Yeah, we probably have to just put it in there. Because unfortunately, it's not a spell. Telepathy. You can click on the telepathy thing, and it opens up exactly what it means, which is straight up. You can talk to other creatures within, I think, 30 feet for your intelligence score, and converse back and forth as long as they can speak some kind of language they can understand you.
What is your intelligence score?
I mean, not great, but
Not -1.
No, the score though, not modifier.
I think it's an 11.
11.
But she's stuck at the 30 feet. 30 feet of telepathy.
Yeah.
Oh man, if only you were a little smarter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get an ASI in the future, you could double the range of your telepathy.
That's the spell telepathy?
I don't think it's a spell. It's not. If you click on it, it just says. Wait, can you guys see this? Let's see.
When I click on it, oh, there we go. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's something else.
Yeah, it's just you always have this on. It's not a spell. You can always use telepathy on creatures that understand at least one language.
Oh.
It's the ability that allows a monster to communicate.
Yeah, it's normal. This is normally not a PC ability, I believe. And you feel like only because of Celeste, something about Celeste, she's able to attune to this thing and get benefits and no drawbacks. So this is like an evolution of your abilities.
Like someone's not missing home anymore.
Bye, Crystal. And then Frey, you were the MVPC tonight. So you can roll on the rewards table.
Leaping down chasms.
And down. There were so many leaping down of chasms.
It's like we didn't care that it was a never-ending chasm.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll come in handy.
You get a potion of healing, and then everybody be prepared to level up to 3 next time, having completed this quest, which I will now move to your completed quest log. Completed Beautiful Mind. And if you would please tell me where you're going to go next and what you're going to do. That would be handy.
Oh.
Put you back on the landing page or the map, because I need to be able to plan for next time.
What are our options?
Yeah.
Kelvin's Cairn.
Yeah, would it make sense to go to that mountain? Remember the information that the shopkeeper gave us?
Oh yeah, the mountain climb thing.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't they going to meet them somewhere else? And then I wasn't entirely clear on what.
So you got 2 pieces of information. You got one that they were going to Kelvin's Cairn, and the other one they was going to meet somebody at East Haven. The thing is, you're not sure about the timeline of when these events were supposed to transpire.
Yeah, they were going to meet a wizard in East Haven, and then go to Kelvin's Cairn.
Go to Kelvin's Cairn. Okay.
The ultimate location would be Kelvin's Cairn.
Yeah, so we could go there and just hope that they're there already and just check it out.
Yeah, it's like, should we go and try to intercept them on the way to East Haven? Because we don't have mountain gear. We never bought it.
That's also very true.
I mean, you can. There's a store in Tourmaline if you want to do that.
Oh yeah.
They bought it.
The other thing we have is the mead must flow. It's from Good Mead. Yeah, down at the bottom.
I feel like we should use the information the shopkeeper gave us.
From where you are at Tourmaline, Kelvin's Cairn is about 10 miles.
That's a day, so we could go check that out, right?
Through the wilderness with no path.
We have a tracker on our side.
Don't exactly know what we're looking for, but yeah, we have a tracker. Nimbleweed. If we go to Kelvin's Cairn, you can find these people, right?
Of course. No problems.
All right.
Yeah, I guess if there's still mountain gear to buy, we could just buy that or get it for free, right? Right? Because we're the heroes.
Possibly.
We are marshals.
Yeah, we're the marshals.
Or deputies or something.
Put it on our tabs.
That's right.
All right, we'll go up the mountain next time, but also plan for level 3. We'll level up at the beginning of next session. All right, that will do it for this week's session of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to the wonderful fans for watching. Thank you to my awesome patrons. Shout out to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Wizard Princess, Christopher, Thomas, Captain Mike, Adam, Aiden, Instant Lou, Smog, and Roger. Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcos, Did, Vicente, Gilberto, Dead Lizard, Lounge, Sam, Ross, Limpy Spuds, Jerome, Fatboy 619, Scalini, Nick, Barney McButterpants, Blood Angel, Baroness, Baboon, Sean, AK, Cert2B, Nathan, and Fast Like a Tortoise. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
Good thing we ended on a happy note.
Yeah, that's right.
We all survived this time.
You gotta look up those restoration rules pretty quickly, though, because we're racking up those long injuries.
Yes, you're gonna have to, because you do not automatically heal those on a long rest.
Right. I'm less concerned about the concussion and more concerned about our monk who's gonna lift off.